Hey there, folks on Facebook and LinkedIn, and Brad Dalton's fan club.
Ah,
My name is Tina Hong. I'm an executive health coach, and we are going live right now to spotlight one of our panelists on the Unbreakable Health Summit that is happening right now, 4 Mondays during the month of July and the first week in August. And as an executive health coach, I have been a champion for my clients in mastering old beliefs and helping them navigate uncertainty. And that's what this entire Unbreakable Health Summit is about. It's about nourishment, it's about mindset, it's about performance, it's about navigating uncertainty after really an unprecedented time in history. And so if you don't know anything about it, we're going to get into more of it. But right now we're spotlighting Brad Dalton, extraordinaire.
wow. Keep going. I'm liking where this is headed.
Because he's going to be on the Unbreakable Summit on August 1st. He's on August 1st. But we have 3 episodes coming up that are jam-packed: Stronger Bodies and the mind-body connection. And we have a fitness, godfather of exercise, joining us on Monday, July 11th, as well as Krista Moshonis from Kula for Karma, who's going to start us off with a meditation. And we have a holistic physical therapist from Mississippi joining us on July 11th. And July 18th, we have an amazing cast of panelists there as well. We have a love coach, midlife love coach. We have a grief coach. We have a healing touch energy practitioner, chiropractor, joining us on week 3. And Brad's panel, which is rising out of scarcity and moving into prosperity, we're going to be talking about money and success and worth and what that means for us under uncertain times. So in the comments below, in the post, there should be a link to register. If you haven't registered, you can get more information there as well. So let's just get started, Brad. So welcome.
I am so jacked to be with Hong Nation right now. Let's get this thing rocking.
I know. I love it. And Brad and I have come to know each other through Clubhouse. And he joined, I co-moderate with Jackie Castro Cooper on Wednesday mornings. It's been a little bit paused right now for the last month. But essentially, Brad came on and he was like, oh, he's on fire every single time, every episode. And it was like, I don't know. I just had a lot of good synergy, and he really impressed me with his motivation and his really support for people who really needed it. So I'm just going to quickly just read off Dr. Brad Dalton. Dr. Brad Dalton.
I'll take it.
Brad's bio. Brad was born and raised in Boise, Idaho. Are you still in Idaho?
I am.
All right.
That's where all the cool kids hang out.
Awesome. And with his beautiful wife, Cori, of 22 years, and there are 2 adult children, Cooper, 19, and Bronco, 16. When Brad's son, Bronco, was 3 years old, he was diagnosed with autism, and Brad calls this news the 15-minute sucker punch to the gut. And his perspective shifted with the diagnosis, and it forever impacted the way Brad lives and leads others. So Brad is a motivational and inspirational speaker, an empowerment coach, and a success coach, and a lifelong educator. And he's an advocate for the overlooked, for the underappreciated, and for individuals and companies ready to tap into their best selves, which is the perfect panelist for the Unbreakable Health Summit. So Brad, welcome. Thank you so much. And the spotlight really is just a conversation with you around who is Brad Dalton, and where is he coming from, and you wrote the book Winner of the DNA of a Winner, and I'm very much intrigued about it, and I would love to ask you a little bit more about that as well. So, but first, I wanted to ask you, so how did you get into coaching? And, was there a pivot point? Was there a time where, obviously with your son's diagnosis, that was a big deal in your life.
Mhm.
And so if you don't mind sharing with us, basically what was your pivot point and what were you doing even before that, actually?
Right. Well, my wife and I are both career educators. We were both teachers at the time.
Mm,
And by the way, thank you for letting me be on this. I am so excited. I got to watch last Monday's, and it was incredible. I can't wait to watch this next one.
mm,
But we were both educators at the time, and I was an elementary educator, and I had, and speaking specifically to when my kiddo was diagnosed,
mm,
because that's such a big part of my success road. Um, I had had tons of kiddos on the spectrum. I had had tons of kids that had been deemed non-typical, and our society doesn't look at non-typical very well,
mm,
and they get a lot of um, odd looks. People snicker, people bully them, people cyberbully them. I'd seen it all, and so when our kiddo was 3, um, we had him go in. He had some developmental delays, and we thought we'd go get him checked out, see if there was anything to it. And my wife and I drove separate cars that day,
mm,
and I remember I'm listening to and they were thorough. I mean, it was like a 25-page thing we had to fill out. We'd been in the office for like 5 minutes, and I just cut the doctor off, and I said, "Hey, I just got to know, is he on the spectrum?" And
mm,
she said, "Without a doubt." And we
mm,
ran anyway. We ran through it. He definitely fit the mold. And I just remember walking to my car. It was the longest walk ever. And I got in my car, and I just felt so sick to my stomach, and I'm driving home in a 35, probably going 25.
mm,
And man, it just was the longest ride ever. Finally get into my driveway, and I get into my driveway, and I just said to myself, this is ridiculous. This isn't fair to him. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to anybody in our circle for me to sit here and feel sorry for him or feel sorry for myself. So, what have I got to do in the next 15 years to give him the best life possible? What have I got to do moving forward?
mm,
And so, everything we started doing for him moving forward was to give him everything, every kind of support, every kind of mindset, every kind of anything in the book of success, which is all unique to all, it's unique to all of us.
mm,
What do we got to do? And that's what we did.
mm,
And my whole life, just kind of, I've always been in the business of being positive, of loving people. People are my juice. Relationships are king to me. Culture is king to me. I'd always been that guy. But it's like in that moment, sitting in my driveway, it's like a highlighter got put over the top of it.
mm,
And so Success Road started to look a lot different to me than I'd say the average person. We had an older son. We thought we had a lot. We really thought we had, we thought we had a good grasp of this whole parenting thing. And then you have a kiddo on the spectrum, and you chuck that playbook out the window. And what you come to realize is that everyone's playbook's different.
mhm,
Everyone has their own typical. Everyone's success road looks different. Everyone's blueprint is unique to them, and we all have different timelines. And so those things, all the character values you could list in a 500-page book, all that stuff, just I became to where it became where I had a heightened awareness of all of it, and that was really a pivotal moment for me. I was the same, I think, good-hearted dude before that, but when that happened, just my whole world just really kind of changed, and for the
mhm,
better. It's been a great opportunity.
mhm. And so how did you get into coaching? Like, how did you transition from teaching to coaching?
Yeah, well, I've always been a coach, just in
Mhm,
different lanes,
mm,
and I've always loved growth. I
mhm,
mean, I get jacked about growth. I just like just talking about it right now, I start getting fired up. I just love seeing growth,
mhm,
and I love being growth conscious. And
mm,
I love winning. I mean, I spell fun, WIN. I love
mm,
winning in life.
mhm,
And so I mean, this what I'm doing right now is just another branch in my tree that's just growing in
Mhm.
its own imperfect way,
Mhm.
and I'm just loving it. What I get to do right now, Tina, is I mean, I have people I talk with in five different continents. I
Mm.
didn't get to do that before.
Right.
I'm getting to touch lives and impact people everywhere,
Yeah.
and that feels so good.
Right. And that really comes from a place of really hardship and
Yeah,
a real big disappointment. And isn't that amazing how we come out of big disappointments, especially over the last 3 years, like the
right,
biggest disappointment
right,
in history, right?
right.
And how do we rebuild ourselves? How do we like pick ourselves back up after such hard times? And so, are these principles that you have laid out in your book called DNA of a Winner? Like, can you give
Mhm.
us kind of the highlight, like a high level, like what's the book about, and who's it for, and what are people going to walk away with when they read your book?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Mhm.
You're supposed to, the niche, the riches are in the niches, and all that stuff. When I wrote the book, it was kind of aimed towards coaches and entrepreneurs.
Mm.
But I mean, I've had 13-year-olds read it. I had a 66-year-old retiree said that they read the whole thing in 3 hours, couldn't put it down.
Wow.
So, it's who can't get better between the ears?
Mhm.
I mean, what world do we live in where it's not fun to become a better version of you? Because the thing about it is, and you and I know this, is that when you are shortchanging yourself, you're
Mhm.
shortchanging everybody in your community,
Mhm.
everybody you care about the most,
Mhm.
everybody. When we're not filling up our cup with our own unique brand of awesome,
Mm.
we're
Mhm.
shortchanging everybody, cheating. We're cheating the people we care about the most, the people we cross paths with every single day. We're cheating them.
Mm.
So we got to get a little bit selfish.
Mhm.
And that's, all the nuggets in the book. I mean, we're not looking to reinvent the wheel with the stuff
Mhm.
that's inside it.
Mhm.
It's just going through all the things that help create the best version of you, and helping you and me and we realize that we already have it in the tank. That,
Mm.
the DNA of a winner, it's we have ridiculous, abnormally awesome running in our veins right
Mhm.
now.
Mhm.
And so it just has all the, a lot of gems and nuggets and insight uh, on that topic.
Awesome. And you know what? When I talk with you on Clubhouse, it's like you are a winner. You bring fire and enthusiasm into the room. And
Mhm.
as a coach, what our jobs are is to really help people move
Mhm.
forward towards their goals, towards their dreams. And sometimes people, especially after coming out of really disappointing times and challenging times,
Yeah.
whether it's with their health or their health of their children or parents or siblings or
Right.
whoever their families. That's the most devastating thing because it's so out of our control. And
Yeah.
I think you're a master at having to have mastered those challenging times and those disappointments, and that's what makes you a winner coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'll
so I
take it.
love that. I love that. So, uh, 90% of actually all the panelists on the Unbreakable Health Summit are published authors, which is
Mhm.
amazing. And every week, actually, we're going to be giving away a published book on episode 2, 3, 4, and actually give away one for episode 1, which had just passed
Mhm.
on July 11th. But I'm just so excited to have you. And any so I want to ask you, what is your definition of unbreakable? Tell us.
You know, I love the title. Uh, to me, Unbreakable, for the person that doesn't know any better, is a little deceiving, just because I think an unbreakable person understands that we're all flawed.
Mm.
We're all imperfect. I've never walked into I mean, I'm nestled in Idaho here in the United States, and we're surrounded by forests, and they're
Mm.
beautiful.
Mhm.
But I've never seen a tree that was perfect.
Mm.
in regards to every branch is the exact same length and the leaves are the exact same. There is no perfect tree. They're all imperfect, but they're beautifully imperfect.
Mhm.
And so to be unbreakable means that you understand this. Your spirit cannot be broken
Mm.
because you understand that your success road is your success road.
Mhm.
Nobody else's. Nobody can do it the way you do it. And for that reason, you're unbreakable. I am just trying to, I always tell people that uh, I'm always trying to make the old hard way my new phenomenal way.
Mm.
The old hard way can be my new success road. I can make it part of my success road moving forward. It was only hard 15 seconds ago, 15 months ago, 15 years ago, whatever. It was hard, but I'm going to take that perceived blemish, perceived
Mhm.
failure, and I'm going to let that be a part of my true, authentic self moving forward.
I love that. Yeah. So our imperfections, our disappointments really make us who we are today. And what we do with that, what we do with our disappointments, what we do with our imperfections, and the true vulnerability and leading into that vulnerability gives us the tools and the strength. And I love that you said you talk about spirit, which is, a lot of people don't have spirituality in this
Yeah.
world,
Right.
right? So
Right.
they believe in themselves in a capitalistic society. I, go out and make money, or I do
Right.
this, I run my household, and so forth. But the
Sure.
spiritual realm is a realm that besides going to church is much more powerful and potent in terms of being able to do something that is unseen.
Mm.
And so, really, what's happened? Dr. Shu, Kelly Shu, who I interviewed yesterday, who I did a spotlight on yesterday, she said something about I was broke, but I wasn't broken.
Mm. I
So I
love that.
right?
I
And
love
she's a
that.
money and worth coach for women. So
Mm.
it's just like so we get to what we think is a broken state, into a wounded state or into really a disappointed state. But we're never really, really broken, and we're self-healing mechanisms. Like we're machines that have been creation that has been created by God, the universe. That
Yeah.
we can heal ourselves, and we can really, truly, in community, do so much more than if we can expand our minds,
Right.
right? Our
Right.
imagination. And
Yes.
sometimes we're just so focused with the blinders on what that problem is, that's right in front of us, and it's hard for us to see beyond that. So rising out of scarcity is giving you the tools. That last episode on August 1st, where Brad Dalton, Dr. Kelly Shu, and who else is going to be on that? I'm just blanking for a second.
Devin Bailey.
Kevin Bailey, who wrote a book called Shaping Reality. And we have like three power coaches on that last panel, going to really inspire you to get out of the mindset. So, episode 1 was about fueling for happiness. It starts with the mouth. Episode 2 is Stronger Bodies. It's about getting that mind body connection in the body. Episode 3 is all about heart, healing that heart after this time of disappointment, and really looking into the next chapter of heart centered work, heart centered purpose. And the last episode, Rising Out of Scarcity into Prosperity, is what does it mean to be a winner in your own world? What does it mean to be able to rise out of the ashes and like really come out stronger than you ever have been? And we're going to in that dialogue on that last panel, that dialogue is going to give you powerful secrets and hacks to help you really move your life forward, move your health forward, and move your motivation forward, so that you're not going to be bogged down or held back by the interference that's happening in the world around us. This is challenging times, and this is potent medicine in terms of
Mm.
three power coaches there to support you. So, anything you want to share, or thoughts?
No, for those you listening in and getting the opportunity to see this right now, share this. Share this
Mm,
because when we start attaching accountability partners to
mm,
what it is that we're passionate about, we all need accountability partners. We all need people in our lives to hold us accountable because we're not always going to wake up at 10 when our toes touch the floor. So go
mm,
out and share this. Go out and share
mm,
this because you're going to get value. You're going to
mm.
get value. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait to meet and listen to the other speakers as well.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah, so we're going to move from disempowered, distrusting the world around us, to empowered, to getting our power back, to
mhm,
trusting ourselves and trusting the world around us. And so that all happens in how we think. And so, in the last episode, I'm really going to ask the panelists to give their greatest nuggets of wisdom, things that can help people shift their mind. So this is going to be really good, potent medicine. And if you haven't registered yet, go to the link that's in the post, and or if it's not in there, we can put it in the comments below. And we look forward to seeing you on Monday, July 18th, for Stronger Bodies and the Mind Body Connection. This is going to be awesome. So don't miss out. And there's a benefit to joining us live because basically you have a wealth of resources right there at your fingertips in real time. And there's going to be a portion of the dialogue that's going to be opened up to the audience and Q&A. So you're going to receive support during these episodes, and we would love and invite that dialogue to happen. So this is what it's all about: learning how to be unbreakable in your next chapter. And unbreakable means building resilience, building adaptability, and navigating challenging times with more certainty and trust. So thank you, Brad, for being here. You are a winner. You're just like
mhm,
so powerful in your words and your encouragement, and you are the master of encouragement. And I just love that and adore that about you. And I'm so honored that you're going to be joining us on that last episode. And I know you're a part of each episode. You're joining in, and
mhm.
is awesome. All the panelists are even in the audience, kind of like really rooting each other on, which has been awesome. So let's see you on July 18th, July 25th, and August 1st for the rest of the Unbreakable Health Summit. We'll see you soon. Thank you. We'll see you again.
Thank you.